Hello, day 13, you're still here, or maybe you're just starting, I don't know. But I hope you are sticking with this for the month. I know it's already been quite exciting, lots of different classes, and today is no different. We've got a much slower class, if that's what you were looking for, I'm glad. We're going to focus on getting into those hips, the hamstrings, a little bit of IT band work just at the end, which is a great stretch. I've been walking today, filming this class. We've just been to Angle Tarn over near Patterdale Way over Kirkstone Pass. If you've ever been there, maybe let me know. But where would you be walking or hiking? Do you go hiking? Let me know in the comments your favourite walk in the Lake District if you've been there. Let me know down below and let me know what that is. I'd love to see where you like to walk. We had a great loop, a little lunch by Angle Tarn, and I came back and was like, I need to film this class. Honestly, you know, you've done like three or more hours. Your legs are starting to get tight, maybe down to the knees, your hips are seizing up, and this is just what you need, or what I needed, and I'm sure you might need. So just hit like on that video and it'll come back up if you want to hit this up after those walks that you do, or any classes later on. But we're going to start on our backs today. It's hips and hamstrings, it's day 13, enjoy this class, and I'll see you on the mat. So as we said, we'll start on our backs, just lay down, let the legs go out long on the mat, just get relaxed. It's going to be into those hips and hamstrings. I'm going to start straight away, keep it nice and quick. As we're laying down on the mat, let the hands rest on the body, one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, and just breathe in through the nose, and out through your mouth, in through the nose, and out through your mouth. One more like this, breathing in. Last breath out the open mouth. I'm going to bring it in through the nose. And now that breath comes back out the nose, with the mouth closed. Breathing in through the nose, bring the right knee into the belly. Interlacing the hands around the top of that shin, just around the knee. You're just drawing the knee down as you exhale into the body. You're starting to feel that in that right hand side. I'm going to keep it with about 3 breaths here, breathing in again. Exhale out the nose. You can work that breath, make it forceful. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale, and exhale. Keep that knee tucked in. We're going to extend the foot from the knee, the shin moves up as well. The foot extends the ceiling, we're going to hold the foot, taking half happy baby. The right arm inside the right leg, drawing the knee down to the outside of the body. Keep the left hand on the left hip. If this isn't available, with tight hips, you can hold the back of that thigh. You can hold the big toe, breathing in through the nose. As you exhale, try to draw that right leg, that knee down outside the body on the mat. The foot parallel with the ceiling, trying to stand up, and the hand pulling it down, breathing in. And breathing out. Holding that pose as you breathe in again. Bend the left knee, planting the left foot underneath the hip. And as you exhale, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. And like a barn door, we're going to push this right knee forward. Just feel it push forward, not with your hands. And then draw the left knee in. We're taking reclined figure 4. Interlacing the hands behind the thigh. Threading the hands through, so right hand through the hole you've created, left hand round the back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, feel the breath leave the body, you're drawing the left leg in, and that right knee, keep it active, and you feel like you can just push it forward, keeping the feet active, breathing in. You're going to take this a little further as you exhale, the hands can come up onto that left shin. One more breath in, and exhale, let all of that go back down. Legs go out long, right leg goes long, and then bring the left knee into the chest, interlacing the hands. We're just going to mirror those 3 poses on the other side here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale to stay. Inhale. And exhale. Nice and slow start here. I've got tight hips today myself anyway. Inhale. This is the exhale where we stay here, that left knee stays tucked in. We're going to extend the foot to the ceiling, holding the foot, left arm inside left leg, and we're drawing that knee down, that half happy baby. Right hand on the right hip, stop us swaying over, breathing in. Long exhale, watch that breath leave and just draw the knee into the ground. Again, breathe in through the nose. And breathe out. Inhale. You're going to hold that pose, that breath coming in, the right knee bends in, planting the right foot, and exhale, left ankle crosses over the right knee. Almost like that door hinge, the ankle on the right thigh, the left knee pushing forward, we draw the right leg in towards us, and you interlace the hands behind the thigh. And if you're ready already, you know it was fine, you can take those hands on top of the shin, breathing in and out. Keep that as that focus, that breath, just really the focus for these 20 minutes as we work through this. Breathing in through the nose. And exhaling, if you're taking those hands to the shin to take it a little deeper, make sure you're keeping those feet active. The left knee feels like it's pushing away, breathing in one last time. And as you exhale, we're going to uncross the legs and bring both knees into the chest, giving ourselves a little hug, breathing out. And then start to rock forwards and backwards. Nothing too strenuous, we take a second drop, long, up and down the mat. And on that third drop, cross the ankles, plant the hands, and just step back into a downward dog position. Hands shoulder width apart, spread the fingertips out, grip the mat. Feet hip width apart, and a soft bend in the knees as we have that nice flat back. Not too many cues, but just relaxing those shoulders, pushing the hands into the floor. And you can just walk through the legs, left heel drops, right knee bends in. And then just straighten the right leg, the heel draws down and the left knee bends. And go one more step each side, 1, and then 2. And then both heels draw down towards the back of the mat as we find this shape. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Just let that hip fall open. Inhale, right leg goes long. And then exhale, come forward with the shoulders over the wrist and bring the knee to the nose, squeezing the core. Inhale, take the leg back, up behind you. Three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Really squeeze the core. Can the knee touch the nose? Inhale, take it back, three-legged dog. And then exhale, knee to nose, and we hold. And then we plant that right foot between the hands. As it grounds, we lower the left knee down. And then we inhale, bring the arms up above us. And then exhale to stay. Let the hips be heavy. Drawing down. Inhale, lengthen up from the floor, almost grounded to find this base, and lift the arms long. And then exhale, we take it back to half splits. We straighten our right leg, lifting the toes up, left hip over left knee, and we fold forward over the right leg. We stay here for 2 breaths as we breathe in. We lengthen the chest from the floor. And then exhale, fold. Inhale. And exhale. This time we move forward, ground the right foot, bend through that knee and lift the arms, inhaling up. And then exhale, plant those hands and just step back to your downward dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, that knee to nose, bring in the shoulders over the wrists, squeeze the core. Inhale, three-legged dog, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, we squeeze and hold. And then plant that left foot between the hands. Lowering the right knee. And then inhale, lift those arms up. We stay here as we exhale. And then from the left foot and that right knee, ground down and breathe in. Feel that lengthen through the side body as the arms go taller to the ceiling, fingertips reaching up. And then exhale to half splits we go. Straight left leg and we're folding forward. Right hip over right knees, left toes curling up, active foot. Inhale, halfway lift, that chest just lifts up. Exhale, fold. Feeling that left hamstring here. Inhale, we stay. And exhale. And then inhale, come forward, left foot grounds, left knee bends in, arms lift up. And then exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward dog again. Feet together or the hip width apart. That nice shape we know, soft bend in the knees, fingers pushing into the mat to take those hips up behind you. Exhaling. Then inhale, right leg lift. Exhale again, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, right leg lift, up and back. Now this pose is pigeon. Exhale, the right knee comes to the right wrist. Then we let the shin go across the mat behind the back of the hands. And you find any angle that's comfortable for you. And if this is not a pose that you like, you can come onto your back and take that reclined figure 4 again. We keep the foot active, pushing into the floor. Little slide back with that left knee. And we're trying to find our shin running across parallel with the short side of the mat, or any angle in between that finds comfort in the hip. You want to be able to just sit into this pose and find comfort here, even though it might be a strenuous, kind of tight stretch for people through the hips, but no pain. If there's any pain, come out of this now. Untucking those left toes, inhale up onto those fingertips, looking up. You might stay here as you exhale. If you want to fold forward, you can. Finding those forearms, you can rest your head or let the head go heavy. Or you can lengthen out further with the arms in front. And you want to feel that right hip, no pain in the knee. It's almost like there's a brace on the knee and the hip is opening, not the knee twisting. So really watch that. And that first hip stretch we did, reclined figure 4, when you're on your back with the ankle crossed over the opposite knee, that is your alternative here if this doesn't work for you. Inhaling through the nose, we're just going to hold this like we said. We're doing hips and a bit of hamstring work, stretching out. I've been on a walk, took my fancy today. Inhale through the nose and exhale. One more round of breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale. And then inhale, walk back up to join people that didn't fold. Hands up to behind the back of the shin. Tuck the left toes and then just step back again into your downward dog position. And just this time walk those feet out like we did earlier, just letting the hips move a little wiggle. Just letting that move again, move around, feel the difference from one side to the other. Just feel through the body and see how that already is noticeably different, hopefully. And then we're going to inhale, left leg lift, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, we find our pigeon pose with the left shin coming behind the back of the hands. So your left knee towards that left wrist, your left foot towards the right wrist. But for me, I do yoga all the time, my shin is not flat across the back of the hand, I just don't find it comfortable for me. Not that open in the hip. You've got to work with what your body wants. And everybody's different, as we know. The right knee slides back, we untuck the toes, and you want to feel comfort. You can sit up and be unsupported here, not bouncing the hip, but you can feel that there's a comfort there, even if it's a testing comfort, but not a pain. We inhale through our nose, look forward and lift, and we really want to feel a lift from the ground up through our spine. That might be enough. As you exhale, you stay, or that option to fold forward for people that just love that stretch as you take it forward. Everyone goes for this in class. And if you're not there, just stay with where that comfort is. As you fold forward, if everyone's doing that and you feel that that's what you want to do, and you lose that really nice stretch in the hip, come back out. You're going to work with what you need. Few breaths here, so just keep the mind focused and disciplined on that breath. We breathe in and out. Inhale and out. Inhale and exhale. This time we lift again, we walk those hands back in. If you weren't down, you stay where you are as we lift up onto our hands. Inhale, tuck the back toes. As you exhale, we're going to step back, downward facing dog. Walk those legs out, bend through the knees, take that little wiggle that you had before, kind of flushing through the legs and the hips after that. And then we're going to inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, we bend our knees, prepare to move forward, but just stop and listen. As we do, we put the right foot outside the right hand and the left foot outside the left hand, those heels inside the mat, toes turn out 45 degrees, and we're going to sit down into that yogi squat. Taking our hips low, arms come together, triceps inside the legs, pushing the hips outwards, and draw those hands towards the chest, those little namaste hands we all know. Crown of the head going long. I remember our first yoga teacher we had told us to practice our ironing or watch TV like this, solves all your back problems. It probably is true and does feel fantastic. If you can't get into this yet, try taking those feet out a little wider. Or if not, a little towel rolled up or a supportive block under the heels just to lift you up to find comfort. Try not to float on the toes here. Inhale and exhale. And on the next inhale, we're going to push through our heels, ground down like coming out of the squat, lift the arms up over the head, big breath in. Then exhale, bring those hands together at the heart, heel turn the feet together till they come to touch. Exhaling here. Arms come by our side as the breath leaves the body. Then inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Our only sun salutation today. Inhale in plank, tucking that tailbone round in the scapula, shoulder blades pushing to the sky. Then exhale, push forward on the toes and come halfway down, arms by the body. Inhale over the toes, upward facing dog. And then exhale back, again finding our downward dog. It's a little transition there with that. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, right leg lifts. And then exhale, right foot outside the right hand, just as we did before, but not going to step up to that malasana. We're going to lower the left knee down. Untuck the left toes, and you want to feel like you're pushing those back toes into the floor. The right foot next to the right hand, arm against the leg, knee against the shoulder. A soft gaze at the top of the mat, either the top of our stride and edge logo here or your mat, just that top edge that you might have. Nice straight spine, so from the tailbone up through the spine, out through the crown of the head as one line, as if it was almost like a pole right through the body that you couldn't move off. And we're getting into that right hip, this kind of lizard or baby lizard, whatever you want to call it, stretching through the hip here. Inhale through the nose and breathe out. Last little bit of hip work. I'm already feeling better, so I hope you're enjoying this class. We're 13 days into this program. I'm so glad that you're staying with this. Inhale and exhale. And we said hips and hamstrings, we're going to hit a bit of that IT band, especially for those runners, cyclists, hikers, whatever you've got tight at the moment through those legs. It's one of these great stretches we're going to work into. And to do that, we're going to inhale. We're just going to dial it back as we lift up the chest slightly. And then keep the breath as a focus. As you exhale, you're just going to heel toe that foot, the right foot, over to the left hand side. And it feels a little wonky at first. You're going to take it all the way over until it's in line with the left knee, so the heel and knee align. Then we're going to move our body backwards, taking that right leg straight. You might need just to, like me now, just hop that foot forward or take the knee back. So you find the left hip over left knee. And our right leg is now in this straight position, like the half splits we did earlier. Lift the toes towards the shin, so the active foot. And then we're going to roll the ball, the blade of the foot, that little toe side, into the midline of the mat. And straight away you should feel it up that IT band at the side of that right leg, up into the hip. Hands are still either side of the shin, and that might be enough. If you're really tight here, this can be a lot. We're going to fold forward and stay, or if you want to go further, we're going to take the left hand over to meet the right in front of that shin, or at least towards the right hand side of the mat, towards that right corner if you can. And then from here, as you inhale, you breathe in and lengthen the chest, always trying to just have these micro movements. And as we exhale, we can fold here. You want to feel like that right hip is pulling back. If someone was just pushing the bottom of that foot, trying to shorten the leg here. Getting into that IT band, the right hip, and the hamstring here. Inhale to stay, and exhale. And then coming back out, we lift up the toes, back up, frame the leg. And then we're just going to ground the foot, plant down, tuck the back toes, plant the hands, and just step back into your downward dog again and walk those legs out, left and right. Wiggle the hips. And then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. You should know that now, I'm sure. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot outside the left hand, always balancing the body. Each side gets stretched out, we match the other, don't leave one, unless I forget. And that left hand outside the left foot, but together, the shin against the arm, the shoulder against the knee, they're touching, keeping them active. We untuck the right toes and we push those toes down into the ground. We look towards the top of the mat and we focus on that nice straight line, tailbone to crown of the head. Inhale here, we enjoy this hip opening stretch of lizard. That right hip flexor and left hip being opened. Exhale, keep the breath long and try focus on the breath. The mind's so easy just to run away with itself. And yoga is just one of those practices, like meditation, where you can do something that's good for the body, like this stretching, even though this is a more mild, kind of level 1 sort of class. It's got a big focus of hips to it. Inhale, but where you can focus on the mind and the breath and keep it clear. And it's tough to do, even this 20 minutes right now. Keeping the focus on the inhale and the exhale. We're going to go for that IT band stretch. As we breathe in, we just pull out of this stretch a little, raising up onto the fingertips. And we're going to heel toe as we exhale that left foot over to the right hand side, lining up the right knee with the left heel, and then taking the weight back, straight left leg, and just to counterbalance, making sure that right hip is on top of the knee, we're going to slide that left heel forward a little bit, little hop there. Curl the toes towards the shin, it activates the leg, you feel that through the calf, and roll the little pinky into the middle of the mat. That blade of the foot turns over. Straight away we turn on the outside of the leg up into the hip. You can fold here if you want to stay. We're going to take the right hand over to the left, just like we did on the other side, and just fold into this now. Inhaling through the nose. Keeping those toes active and rolled into the mat, exhaling. And you want to feel like someone is just pulling that hip back, as if there's like a fish hook into that left hip crease and pulling it up behind you. Trying to focus on that. You can feel that left hip crease turning into your belly now. And it wants to be pulling up towards the back of the room. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to bring our hands back, frame the foot, lifting the toes up, grounding down through the toes, the foot plants. We plant our hands and step back, downward dog. Just walking through those legs, balance out the hips, a little wiggle. Inhale here. And then exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and just come through to a seat, crossing the legs. Over those shins, rolling onto the back, just onto the butt. Finding a nice simple seat, cross-legged. Arms over the knees, and sit up nice and tall. Shoulders relax, roll them out just once or twice. Crown of the head lengthens. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out an open mouth. And these quick little classes, we're going to finish by just bringing the hands together at the chest. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And thank you for taking this time to practice, again making the effort so much this month. Enjoy the rest of your day whenever you did this class. Namaste.